what we're talking about here fundamentally is autonomy. At least that's what's occurring to me, right? Is autonomy, right? So the best way to inspire autonomy in someone is to model it for them, right? So in other words, the better that we handle our own autonomy, right, the more effectively we open up space for another person to step into and give them permission to act upon their autonomy, right? Well, that's where we're kind of getting down to this idea that NAP is a shame-free zone. So the way that we want to handle and model our own autonomy, right, to create space for that person's autonomy, is in a manner that I'm going to call inspired. What does that mean? Handling our autonomy in an inspired manner means that we are fluid with how we model it. That's sort of two categories, really simply. Sometimes we can be very clear and self-determined in maintaining our autonomy, okay? And other times we can be very clear and self-determined in how we open our autonomy to influence, right? That's why I'm calling it fluid. Compare it to this. Somebody who's constantly and almost obsessively, dare I say pathologically, insisting upon their autonomy, right, is performing autonomy and what autonomy is supposed to look like more than they're actually experiencing autonomy, right? So if I'm like, no, it has to go this way. No, it has to go this way. No, it has to go this way. No, 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 no. I can't take any input. Okay. I'm so focused on making sure that you respect my autonomy that I'm not even experiencing it because I can't say anything other than no. Inspired autonomy gets modeled. So if that enforced autonomy gets modeled like that one way, uncompromising, totally insistent all the time, always has to be right and get its own way. If that's unilateral, the other way is multidimensional. Inspired autonomy can be modeled effectively by being really clear that it's not going to move, right? And then also be really clear, and it's modeling by demonstrating that it can be flexible and open. So I'm going to maybe leave you with this. In order to do what I've just described, we want to understand the three components of autonomy. And all these components influence one another. They are sovereignty, authority, and dignity. Sovereignty, authority, and dignity. Okay? And the reason why we have those three components is because how two of them move influences the other one. And any two can influence the other one, right? They give us a chance to have some play in our definition of autonomy, okay? Which is what allows the inspiration in. When autonomy is a singular monolithic block, it lets nothing in. It's not really true autonomy, actually, but enforced autonomy, right? Lets nothing in. But when it lets nothing in, it can let nothing out either.